Richard Tompkins, your marketing mercenary from Target Optimized, coming to you today from Chicago, right off Lake Michigan. Hey, does your CMO know the benefits of sponsored marketing for your brand on each of the major social channels? Hey, play-to-play, ad game, social is a must. If you're not paying for advertising on the socials, you're totally missing out. You know why? Because organic reach has plummeted in the last 2 years. And just posting on your socials won't get it done. That's not going to get your message out to the target audience. And why else? Because you're going to get zero engagement with your audience that's you're really trying to target, and they're not currently your followers. So those future customers really have to be engaged. How do we do that? We do that with paid social. We think at Target Optimized that effective social messaging targets your audience, and that's what we focus on every day with our clients. You need to clearly define who your target audience is. We help you craft messaging to that target audience, and if you think that a plain vanilla one message for all your customer segments is the way to go, hell, that's the way the big agencies still preach, is one global message. You're wrong. That idea is dead, and it doesn't work on social. And if you're just doing network or billboards and you're not addressing social, you really need to readdress that and think about how you can improve your messaging and hit your target market. At Target Optimized, we think that a great paid social strategy has 4 components that are critical. The first is paid social that's created with a specific audience and demographics in mind. It's highly focused. It's also going to be optimized for those targets. You may have multiple targets or multiple potential customer segments. We help to craft messaging for each one of those customer segments. It's not a one-size-fits-all. The next important element is that this content reaches them where they consume content and not on TV or in newspapers. It's reaching them in the online channels in which they consume the content. The next thing is that it has to engage them. Your content has to be great. It has to engage them and provide a solution. Most customers, when they do search, they are looking for a solution for a problem or an opportunity that they've got. So great social provides a solution. And finally, your messaging should convert those prospective customers with a clean, effective call to action. Now, as we're looking at the big social networks, in social ads, Facebook is absolutely king of the world. And their ads manager is a tool that we use every day, all day, to help create custom audiences, target specific users, retarget certain groups that you're looking to market to, and most importantly, measure your engagement. It all can run today from this mobile app. On iOS, on Android, it all runs from mobile. Next is Instagram. Instagram provides fantastic imagery, and it's the secret weapon of more than 70% of the brand's marketing today. Why? It's a Facebook property, and using the Facebook Ads Manager, you can direct, adjust your budget, change your target demographic. You can totally manipulate and optimize your marketing based on real-time results that you get through the app. What we found Instagram best for is to showcase innovative products, to drive a strong visual presence, and to drive brand awareness for what you're trying to message. We really love Instagram sponsored posts because they're the most effective way to target your audience. For Twitter, which is also known as a short messaging service of 140 characters, frequency is the key there. In order to engage your followers on Twitter, you need to be publishing frequently, and you need to engage with your customers when they engage with you, and be back to them so that it's an online digital conversation, all in 140 characters or less. If you look at some of the great marketing campaigns that have been waged on Twitter in the last year, KFC versus Wendy's, it's been phenomenal. Verizon versus T-Mobile, with this T-Mobile CEO John Laguerre hitting at Verizon almost daily, and they've got a great banner back and forth. Then you look at emerging brands like BarkBox, MeUndies, and Chubbies. These are emerging brands that would have never ever been able to grow as far and as fast as they have without a great paid social campaign on Twitter. One note is that Twitter definitely takes creativity and quick wit to stay relevant and engaged with your audience and to grow that audience. Now, Snapchat, or as my kids call the Snap, has 166 million users, and those users are on the app a minimum of 30 minutes a day. To put that into perspective, that's 66 million more customers than are reading tweets. So these Snapchat stories are real, they're effective, and they're engaging, and they've got the eyeballs of at least 500,000 to 1 million people are looking at your ads and your stories. And interesting thing about the demographics of Snapchat, 45% of Snapchat users today are 18 to 24, and 30% of users are considered millennials. So if you are marketing a product to millennials, you have to have a Snapchat strategy. You've got to be able to develop, execute, and refine a paid social campaign on these big four networks. It's essential. You can't ignore any of them if your products are speaking to those customer segments. And the great thing about each of these properties is that they can target your message to your target audience and not take a wide shotgun approach. To learn more about executing a social ad strategy so that you know more than your CMO, check out our blog at targetoptimize.com. Subscribe to this YouTube channel, and hey, hit us up with comments below. They are totally our fuel and help us hear what your thoughts are about social media. I'm Richard Tompkins, your marketing mercenary with Target Optimized.